Hey, hey, how's it going? Had some like Doom guitar at the end there. It's been a little bit. I was watching GDQ. Little witch no better. Get out of here. Don't need you anymore. There we go. Also, been a while. Haven't played Xeno 3 on stream in a while. Been a few months. I finished up my grinding. I didn't have to grind, but I did a bunch of grinding during GDQ. Also, they added this, and I didn't even see it until just yesterday. Apparently, you can save party compositions now. Quite a few of them. Which is real cool. I didn't even notice it was a thing until just the other day. But I am going to attempt the super bosses. I don't feel nearly as strong in this game as I did in the previous two. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I have like several classes leveled on everyone, nearly all of them, but I got sick of the grind, so I stopped. But I think Noah's the only one who doesn't have all the tanks master, like everyone else, because there aren't that many tanks, so as I'm shuffling everyone around to keep... Oh, hey Dane. Man, breaking through it all is really fitting. A really fitting song for what we're about to do. But yeah, in terms of builds, it turns out Noah's base class is really freaking good. And I just never realized it until the grind to get everyone to 20. Like, Busei has 560 dex. That is the highest I've ever seen that number in this game. This reduces aggro generated from attacks by 65%. That's super nice. Boost crit rate, that's whatever, but still fine. And then there's this, boost damage dealt by 150%. So 1.5 times when fighting a unique or boss monster. That's really good. It's just free damage. And I have fighting prowess, dynamite spirit. And it's... I went with Essence of Ether because he's the only one who's learned it. And it's just a party-wide damage boost, which is nice. Otherwise I would do, where is it? Cursed Edge. And then my usual 3. Steady Striker, Empowered Combo, Disperse, Bloodlust. I have those on all my attackers. I don't bother with the attacking tree. because I don't like any of these very much. Like, these numbers are just too small. The crit one is okay. The crit one is good, but everything else here is meh. Attack boost. Boost damage dealt when attacking higher level enemies because all super bosses break the level cap of 99, so they will all be higher level than us. Except for one, actually. There's one boss that's level 95. And he'll probably not be that hard. And then, all or nothing, deal 60% more damage but take 20% more damage. Hopefully we won't be getting hit. Also, I really like his military outfit. I don't know why. It's just cute. Mio, Ashera. Enough said. She keeps everyone's eyes on her and then gouges them out. Air slash. Yeah, I noticed that. Agility boost, counterattack from evasion, abundant oceans. Legendary biter because of course. I really like Troubadour because this skill right here, Ring of Roses, this is my favorite ability in this entire game. It's just a real big ring, and as long as you're in the ring, all of your arts are like charging, I don't know what the actual percentage is, but it's like a little less than doubled. It's real nice. And then all the other bonuses you get from a Troubadour. If your Troubadour goes down, everyone else gets all their arts back instantly. If somebody else goes down, the Troubadour gets all their arts back instantly. Swift Song, everyone's accuracy and evasion is boosted. It's just really nice. We can do better, you heal on buff, covert attack, ninja healer of course. And then she has the, oh no she doesn't. Right, she's not our buffer. What do you have? Boosts healing. Okay, so my usual. Tyon has one job. He heals, and he's got some buffs, and he heals, and that's it. He has one job, and it is to keep everyone alive. Motherfucker has 700 healing power. Your boy's got one job. Which is funny because I've been tanking with him for the last, like, week. Now he's back to his usual role. Lands I wasn't sure what to do with. I went with Vanguard just because I could pair it with the Kavesi arts. I don't like Heavy Guard on its own because every single fucking tank is Kavesi, so you don't get a lot of tanking arts to work with. For the only two, I don't remember the name. My brain wants to say August. What's the other faction called? Help, it's been a while. Agnes, there we go. I'm like, August isn't right. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to do with him, so he's just a secondary. If Mio goes down, then you know, he can also revive, so he can also pull aggro. His whole thing is just don't die, please. Because if Mio dies, then it falls to you to tank, and please don't die. Senna, I really don't know what to do with. I don't want to use Incursor, because it crits way too much, and it is impossible to pull aggro off of your Incursor. It's like Rex and Mithra's endless crits at the end of the second game. As strong as Morag was, she couldn't keep up with his endless crits. he just eventually went down, and then aggro went back to her. But I don't have infinite revives in this game like I did in that game. If the healers go down, that's it, we're out of revives. There's no party gauge anymore, so I'm a little terrified to use this class. And then Flash Fencer's skills are just not great. They only benefit you for the first 30 seconds of the fight, and that's not great for a lengthy Superboss battle. So I'm going to try Machine Assassin. I don't know how much these bosses resist debuffs. We will find out. But otherwise, she's built pretty much the same as Noah. I'm a little scared not having Dispersed Bloodlust on her, but I want to power up the buffs. Or the debuffs, rather. Otherwise, yeah, she's the same. And then, of course, your girl, Fiona. Just more buffs. All the buffs. And then also, I just have her set up as support, so lowers enemy break resist, takes less damage, and fills the chain attack gauge on art execution. And she'll be using a whole lot of arts, especially if she stands in the Ring of Roses circle. So yeah, that's my squad. I'm focusing more on survivability than big dick damage. That said, can somebody please explain to me how you beat the final Superboss in 15 seconds? Because I've seen some Japanese players absolutely obliterate these bosses in like one smash attack, and I'm just like, how? How do you do that? What the hell is your setup? I can't read any of it because it's all in Japanese, but I have seen some damage done in this game. And I don't know how you get to those levels of damage. They just launch the final super boss and then one-shot it with a smash, and I'm just like, how? But first, these guys technically aren't super bosses. Oh, hold on, let me double check. Lance, do you have Soul Hack? Okay. Because remember that big dragon we fought? I had to fight it again because I didn't have Soul Hack on. First, let's... What happened? There we go, that was strange. Oh god, I'm not used to the normal music. I've had Nia in the party for the last like 2 weeks. I'm not used to the normal music. Also, I love how fast Blossom Dance charges in this game. It's so quick. Let me turn this up a little bit. Demi-human gutter sounds like a location from a cyberpunk game. This is where I've been grinding because everything here is like level 96 to 100. And there's so many
if only you didn't charge off on your own.
Uniques, the blue guys. Like there's a whole party over there. There's one in that corner. There's another whole party over there. There's so many. This place is excellent for class grinding.
Here's a tough customer.
Is this like a rare thing?
The Kings. King Kraken and Conquer Deep One. King Kraken has a fucking horn, so I'll take him out first.
The only way is through, together. Yeah, maybe if we all pitch in.
Ow. Oh, never mind. We've been target locked.
Enemy's broken away from me. Come here. I got something for you.
Wow, Senna didn't last long. I've foreseen my clever plan. Lands, you're tanking too well. They're supposed to be on me. You're too good at your job, Lance. Oh, good this musicals. Oh god, that's so loud. Ow, ow, ow! Getting hit real hard all of a sudden. Also, we can't interlink in here. That's the gimmick of this cavern, is you can't interlink. Oh, it can be broken, but it's very resistant to it. Oh, Uni suddenly did. I can't see anything in this cave. It's so bright. Like, the cave is really dark and all these effects are so bright and I'm just blind. I can't see what the hell's happening here. And I've just accepted it at this point. I'm just pressing buttons. Exactly. Okay, one of them has a King's Bash. One of them has a multi-hit attack, or like a party-wide hitting attack, because Senna keeps going down. Oh, hello. We got some friends.
How's this for a plan? This should be our plan. I'll make this.
That's a lot of damage.
I'm with you.
So many buffs. Right, I don't have Nia anymore, so I don't have the awesome restore everyone chain order anymore. I have to remember that.
Thinking muscles for this, alright? Coming right up.
What does Fiona do? Eh. It's okay, I guess. Oh, I haven't been paying attention. Have these guys gotten debuffed at all? Because I don't think that's the class that I want Senna on.
I'm with you.
Tyon does the good shoot. I'm actually not going to do lands because it's going to bring Tyon back and we have nothing but healers. Actually, I might...
How's this for a plan?
I have an idea. I might have the answer.
All right.
That's right, I don't have to guess everybody's rolls anymore because I put them all back to what they're supposed to be.
I'll take points.
Me next.
Ping. How do you block while you're launched, you piece of shit? I don't want to smash.
I'm waiting for this.
I'd like to keep it launched, thank you.
This isn't the end. Ah!
God damn, Noah, those are some big numbers.
That'll sting.
There's the smash. There's Tyon's ass.
Oh man, you really saved our bacon there, Uni. Well, you know, I do miracles.
What did we win? Oh god damn it, and to level them up you have to fight those two again, 2 more times. Grants critical hit plus. That's not that impressive. Other arts. That's kinda cool. Hair slash fusion with a smash skill for the stupidest damage numbers. I think the only smash skill you could pair it with is the one that boosts aggro. And this is probably why, because on canceling, boost damage dealt by 50%. And that would probably also boost the smash damage. And then you probably give him an accessory that also boosts smash damage. So yeah, those guys technically weren't super bosses, but you know. They're UM, still gotta fight them. Killicorn Grand Sips, that's a name. Dumas's Jaw and Raybell Tableland. I think that's in Forness, way down here. Tableland Caravan. We'll look for him. The cancel, the positional, Noah's natural stats, and the smash damage. Might have to try that. Well, we're in the tableland. I'm just gonna look for a big-ass dinosaur. I think he might be below us. Down there somewhere. Oh, well, we're going. Oh.
Hey, that's a weird enemy.
Found him. Oh wow, his rage point is real quick.
It's time to make a stand. Friends, we fight. Stand firm. If you run, they just get scarier.
Shockwave! Make this quick!
Can't let you show me up, Noah.
What?
Ow.
Heal boost! Shockwave!
Crescent! Resonant flash!
Oriole! Talk, talk, right?
Oh yeah, I can interlink now. I'm not used to that. I haven't seen my interlink in so long. Is the game too loud, by the way?
Are you ready, Uni? Show no mercy!
You hear me nice and clear, because I feel like I'm shouting.
Be careful, please. Resonant flash. All together now.
Ready when you are!
Demon flash. Way out of your league. Running, Neo. Max effort.
Turning up to 11!
This will be considered
Just a little more! Turn!
no good. With you, Noah, I can find full damage.
Warrior! Mighty beast!
Bring a red Viral breakable heart. Wait,
Resonant flash!
hey, bring it up today. Bring a raisin. Strong now.
Let's use it to the max! This power! We can do this!
I'm fit to burn.
You might want to surrender before we grind you in
People,
the dust!
do you think? Split up and strike.
I'll turn it down just a little bit. I feel like I'm shouting.
Great.
Cats.
Everyone get ready.
1,000 cats! Where my topples at? Where are my topples at? He was toppled. Noah, do you have topple? Noah has topple. Do you have topple? You do not have topple. Alright, Noah.
Only!
Can't believe I don't have topple on my tanks.
Me next.
Yeah, heal first.
Here's the finisher. I'm hot on your heels. Now for the finishing touch. Got you now. Sink your breathing.
Strike through!
I'm not scared of the big dinosaur.
On this sword!
I'm a little scared of the Xenojiva motherfucker, but we'll get
Come out on the stop! Alright!
we'll get to that when we get to that. Also, my back really hurts. I've been trying to fix my posture and it's not going well.
I'll follow your lead.
Stop, stop, stop. Goddamn. Game, please.
You're done.
Heal buzz.
Oh. I meant to use Heal Blast.
Air flash. This isn't the end. This is the decider. You're finished.
Just watch that health bar fucking drop. I love it.
Hey, that went well.
Haven't had enough yet.
Max effort.
Ground beat this. Burning rain.
Power flows free.
We can do this.
I can feel it in my bones.
Are you ready, Uni?
Crunch.
Show no mercy.
Well, she gave me a recharge circle. That's easy. Oh.
Spirit Raven.
I used up my launch. Because I didn't think we'd break it again that quick.
Max effort.
No. Feeling good. Italy silly out. That's the weak point.
Can't let you feel me up, Noah. Demon fire.
You're on fireland.
I love the sound it makes when it gets smashed. Monarch's Heart.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
It's just such a resounding crunch when that thing hits the ground. Oh, Paraling Rio. I know where that one is. I don't need to search for that. That's the bird that murdered us when we were trying to do side quests. I remember him well. He's up here. Wait, no, he's not. He's up here. Well, this one's been a long time coming. Do we fight it in the water? I think we fight it in the water. Wait, fucko, where you at? Where he is? Oh, he's really big. Why are you so big? I like how Fiona just doesn't even use her arms at all. How are you doing that, Fiona? Your girl's a machine.
This fog thing is something else.
There's tough and there's tough.
Hey, coward, come here.
Come on now.
Fight me. Not near the edge, though. I've had enough UMs near the cliff.
Focus on that one.
Not doing that again.
I couldn't keep them in check. Eyes over here.
Appreciate it. How can I?
I won't let it end.
Fucking bye, Tyon. Ow. Ow! Ow!
Mio! I don't believe it! I know you've got more in you, Mio. Can't stand the grind all day.
That hurt.
Heal
Oh,
buzz.
right. Things are building up.
Don't surrender. Brute force is the answer. Feel the power.
It's amazing! That's pretty good.
Show us what you got, Senna.
I'm ready for this business.
You're on fireland. That's the weak point.
Can't let you show me
Well, we're doing a lot of damage to him, so he's more of like a glass cannon type monster. I can't hit him!
Resonant blast.
Oh, really?
We can do
That's funny.
Shadow Eye. Pelting them. Nice move, child. Go. Oh. We can do this. Hold on tight.
Fucking go for it.
Everyone get ready.
I was gonna get some hits in, but then we launched him immediately, so let's just do it. I'm gonna save Noah. You know what? Let me not start with a damagey dude.
Let me do the honors.
You're in for it now.
No effect, okay. I think they're immune to debuffs. I think I should change her class.
This'll end it.
Way home.
I like how her heals did more damage than Way Home did.
And last.
I'm hot on your heel.
Just a casual, like, 450,000.
Got you now. Sink your breathing.
Strike through.
Upon the sword, upon the sword.
I'll handle it. All right.
I'll start us off.
Do you think Senna will... I think she'll send it over, I'm not gonna...
I'm with you.
You're done.
And last.
That's 800,000.
This is the decider. You're finished.
Don't let me. I'm just here to end it.
Oh, one more, do you? Fine.
That'll sting.
Blossom.
I like how Noah single-handedly accounted for a quarter of that damage. Like a third of it.
Strength. It's amazing. One more time.
What?
And last.
Help? Ah!
Leo, I don't believe it.
Heal boost.
I have been killed to death.
He's strong now.
Let's use it to the max. No way we can move.
Do it, Kyle. Now,
Time to win out the big gun. You ain't ready for this.
how's that match effort?
I can't hit it anymore, this is concerning.
Shadow Eye. Incredible goal. I know. Feeling good. Oriole. Ha. Hold on tight. We can't hold for much longer.
Why is Lance's health bar blinking? I've never seen that before. You okay, buddy?
Time to end this. Resonant
I can't hit the boss anymore. Help. Soul hacked. Eagle rush.
Huh? Wow, I'm honored.
Glad you could see us through that, Lance.
Yes, sir! I put my head down and pulled us through.
Uni and me are just letting them have that one.
I don't like this fog one bit.
I mean, does the fog still do anything at this point? We know what the annihilation events were caused by. Oh boy, the Dreadworm. We gotta fight him again. Alright. As Mio would say, we killed you once, we'll do it again. I might have to boost people's decks a bit so we can actually hit the bosses. Because that's only going to get worse. I think what I want to do is actually... Why not just double down?
You line him up, I'll knock him down.
I did blindly muddle through this fight. It was horrible, but we did it. Yo, Senna.
Crimson Lance!
I want more people who can topple, because so far it's just Noah. Also, Overclock Buster is insane. 1050% power multiplier. Boost damage dealt when attacking dazed enemies, which we haven't been doing. By 200%, it doubles on a dazed enemy. Apparently Ogre is really good for breaks. I think one of her default things is...
You line him up, I'll knock him down.
Oh yeah, reaction, success rate. So that's everything. Break, topple, all of them. And of course you can't inherit that one. Hey, you know what, why not? Let's go with that. You don't need that. You can have covert attack, please. Eye for weak points might be fine. Ultimate Qigong is fine. What else do we got? Do you only get the stat bonuses in your base class? I thought it just applied to the character. Also, we get her crazy spiky hammer. Look at this thing. Looks like a yo-yo. They only affect the character in their own base class? That's lame. That's a dumb upgrade. I mean, it's great for Noah, but I don't really give a shit about it with anyone else. I don't like most of the base classes. I like Zephyr, but it has the issue of I can't use any of the fucking Kaves... or no. The arts that I want to use are the ones like these. And the only reason I don't have Mighty Beat on her is I like, actually, why don't I have Mighty Beat on her? I like this for the evasion. I guess we're just going for damage? I mean, it's been working out, so I'll keep it, but... Let's go with that. Oh, there they are. Is anybody else using... No, okay, we're good.
Don't get sloppy just because we've done this before.
Wait. Oh, he levels up. I mean, we may as well.
No! Get away from me!
Senna wants no part of this.
Can't keep them in check! Eyes over here!
You're a lifesaver.
Ow!
Nice moves, Kyle.
I'm sorry, everyone. Leo! I don't believe it!
One attack we needed to dodge.
Hey, I'm here. Oh yeah!
You want some more? Awesome rage! Demon Flip! Oh, hey, this feels pretty good!
Show us what you got, Senna.
Thanks, man.
Should go to our front.
I'm here. Time to win on the big gun. You ain't ready for this.
Resonant Blast!
Oh damn it, I'm like just out of range. Why can't I attack? There we go. That was weird. Please don't smash it lands. Please don't smash it lands. Uh-oh. God damn it, lands. Hi, WD-40, what's up? Somebody please topple it. No! I was hammering the button. We just missed it. Oh well. Ooh, that close up. Doing it. Although I probably should have done a healer first. But whatever. In fact, hey Miyabi. Do your thing. Or Fiona, I keep mixing them up. I think a normal Ouroboros chain has the potential to do more damage because you get way more rounds to work with.
I might have the answer.
And you can just crank that damage percentage up. Oh, hey, she's back. That works in my favor. Yeah. Big number. That might bring Miyabi back again, actually. I keep saying that, Fiona. Nope. The boys.
Do you think this plan might work?
There she is.
An idea? Here it goes.
I'm with you. I was waiting for this.
I need to get an amazing on this round if I want to get everyone back. It's not gonna happen. I already did land, so let's do... This will get everyone back. I have to end with Senna, though.
I'll take one.
Otherwise, everything will go wrong. I've made that mistake before. Alright, Senna, what can you do? Smack him.
Time for the big one.
Give him the big smack.
And one for good measure. Fight this dust.
Reactivation. Everyone. Whoever I pick is going to send this careening straight into 100%. Oh, I'm so scared to pick Senna, but I'm gonna do it. Yep, I think it's 100.
I got you in my sight.
Oh well, we killed it.
Are you ready for us?
I wanted to see how much Noah did with Air Slash at that point.
Stay right there. Got a surprise for you. Now that's teamwork. This was a nice find.
Now compare that to the first time we fought that thing. I didn't even read what we get. Hot Soul. 70% chance to survive a KO with 1 HP. Oh, it's just that. Chained auto attacks increase attack speed. Oh, it's the thing that. What's her name? The Boondock Girl. Gondor. It's her passive. Next on our conquest of murder, Gyarados. He's around here somewhere. I don't know exactly where. We're gonna go searching for him. Gonna go to the Lake of Rage and murder a Gyarados. As you do. Also, I love this area. Just how weird and alien it is. And the weird green water.
That takes care of that.
Like, this is some Subnautica shit, and I love it. Ah, yes, the spa. I loved that. I loved that quest so much. It's just like so out of character for Izzard, and it's so good. It's like everyone else has these super depressing hero stories, then Izzard is just like the goofiest thing ever. It was so good. I forgot this thing had its own music. I appear to be stuck. There we go. Also, I like how, is that it? Hold on. I like how, what the fuck is his name? I forgot everybody's names! Triton. I like how he just ditches his Ferronis and, like, half the crew. And he's just like, yeah. We live over here now, see ya. Oh no, this is a different enemy. Okay. I just didn't recognize this little cavern. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I totally didn't even look at Senna's arts. They're fine. Imagine if you could inherit Air Slash. Instead of fucking Ground Beat. I mean, Ground Beat's okay, but it's not Air Slash. Ah, here we go. Also, I think that... Oh, there he is. Oh my god, he's even red. It really is the Gyarados.
I wonder what's around here.
The Aegis Sea? You can't just say that. It's the red Gyarados. Oh, I don't like this. It doesn't look too big until you get close, and then it's really big. I can't even look onto it. Oh my god, it's so big! Leviathan Lord Empirio. Empirio? Hi, Gyarados.
only way is through, together.
I've got our backs, no matter who.
Jeez, hello.
You're on fire, lad.
He's up there somewhere. Ow!
You're an idiot. Hang in there, I'll heal you.
This is healing is also crucial.
This'll keep it going.
I don't appreciate that.
Feels just like it should. The power of Superboss.
Let's use it to smash.
Ow.
Keep it up, Neo.
I could, like, play as the DPS or something, but I like... Oh, are my alerts not working? I had to change my Twitch password because of GDQ. I couldn't get into it on my phone. So I might have to, like, change settings on sound alerts again. Oh my god! Tyon, buddy, I need you. Please heal me.
The battle should go to our advantage.
Thanks for the support. We're overheating. Time's nearly up. Let's have some strike.
You know what? I can check that now while we're chain attacking.
Great. Everyone get ready. I get first dibs.
Okay, it can be toppled. Yeah, I have to reauthorize it. Log in with Twitch. Terms of service update. No, I don't want to enter your newsletter. Let me see if that fixed it. Yep, there it is. There you go.
I'm with you.
Here's the finisher. I'm on your heels. Now for the finishing touch. Got you now. Sink your breathing.
I really like Neo's voice. It's not quite Nia, but, you know, no one can be Nia.
Upon this sword, I clench my strength.
It's kind of hard to top perfection.
Put out on the storm. All right.
Oh my god, I forgot it was Rani. You're right.
Let me do the honors.
Mio is Rani. I'm not gonna risk it.
I'm with you.
You're done.
Alright, Noah, do your thing.
Air blast.
Pretty decent, pretty decent.
This isn't the end. This is the decider.
And she must have done both of those rolls around the same time, too.
Oh, what more, dear?
Nice, nice.
Okay, we'll push through.
Yeah.
Oreo! Enemy's getting tested!
Press on advantage.
Keep it up, Leo!
I'm a little afraid.
Just as planned, eh, Tyon?
Appreciate it.
Technical heal! The heat is on!
Just like it should.
Resident Slash!
Well within your
That hit everybody but me.
Ground! Be I want to surrender before we grind
No
you into
way.
dust!
Are you ready, Uni?
Spirit Raven!
And that makes sense.
You're a fire!
I already have another Blossom Dance. It charges so fucking fast. I'm still alive.
Stay on guard for now.
And I have another Blossom Dance.
That's the weak point!
Can't let you show me up
I
now.
want to surrender before we grind you into dust!
You know what? Don't you dare die. I need you.
On your feet, Senna! Too early to throw in the towel! Let's turn it up to 11!
All together now. Bring it on.
Let's go, boy.
Before you.
I'll take care of it!
God damn it.
Unbreakable heart.
Glorious whip! Going in!
Hey, you barely messed anything up today.
You don't even need to chain a thing. Where are you? Where's... Get back here! You little bitch. Oh boy.
This is definitely worth a bunch. Good work. All right, let's keep moving.
The Gyarados has been slain. It's so fucking big! It's the entire screen.
This is something decent, right?
Is there a camp here? Oh, there sure isn't. Danger Noodle Water Edition. Now we get to go fight Xenojiva.
Let's rest and heal up. Hey, so can we talk?
We got really strong, didn't we? Yes, what brought this on? Son and I were just having a chinwag. Taking down some tough monsters, yeah, not like a couple, but loads. Right, we've beaten monsters all the way up and down Ionius. Every enemy we met we annihilated, but the adventure continues. I'm pretty sure we can take on anything the world throws at us. And? You know the great sword where the city was? Folks are saying there's a mega super strong monster there. Can we go and test ourselves against it? Try and smack it around a bit? Please, maybe, can Suicide mission, let's go. It's like we said, ain't no mutter in the world holds a candle to us now. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. That's right, Mimi, I believe in us so much. Tyon, say something. Don't look at me, I don't speak meathead. My muscles thrum with anticipation. An eager fire is burning inside me. I haven't said yes yet. Like how Noah didn't get anything in that conversation.
There we go. Nice and clean.
Also, why does the game... I have something pinned, apparently. No, I don't? Huh, I kept getting item notifications.
Okay. Next on the...
We have tasted power and now we must kill.
list is...
But yeah, I've seen people kill this boss in like 15 seconds. And I don't know how the hell you kill it that quickly, but... I'm scared. Where is it? Oh, it gets a cutscene. That's different.
Is this really the right place? Looks empty to me.
It's a cutscene with voice
It's just a
acting.
rumor. No big deal if it's false.
No. Note the silence. It's unnaturally quiet.
Huh?
What the?
I think this is
I don't... Huh?
the first super boss in the series to get its own frickin' intro scene. Usually they're just kind of hanging out.
Pretty.
Sparks! What's going on?
Oh, can't even. Lance, behind you.
Huh? Ah!
I don't know the words to Ultimecia's theme, but Ultimecia's theme.
Guess the rumor was actually bang on then, eh?
I don't think it's gonna let us go. We just waltzed straight into its den.
Stay frosty, guys.
Kinda hard not to. We're in the snowy land. Prancing around like a goddamn peacock. Oh, it gets its own music.
Couldn't keep them in check. Can't be happening.
Well, rip uni. Ow.
Fun's only just started.
Rip uni again. This isn't going well.
How?
Done more. Got you covered. I know you've got more in you, Leo. Can't stay on the ground all day. Just as planned, eh,
I'll keep
Tayo?
up the attack.
Smooth as always, Noah.
The real fight.
Working on it.
Demon Slayer.
Did he just obliterate lands in one hit? That's not good.
Got you covered. Right on time. This was with you, Noah. I can fight on. Time for the full rally.
I'm just gonna go over here so he doesn't target our healers as much. Pop over to Noah, I think.
I'll take care of it.
I'm good at this whole healing business.
Going in.
I'll treat all your
We're near our limit.
Check out what I've got in mind.
Your boy does some damage.
I'll make this one.
I get first dibs.
That's so loud.
I'm with you.
Wow, did that get us exactly to 99?
Here's the finisher.
Ting, 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 ting.
Keep hitting hard. Take this.
I might have the answer.
I don't want to play this.
Do you think this plan might work? Yippee!
Kinda wish Noah was in there, but whatever.
I'll lead.
No, I just just need lands or uni for the final. Looks like a mutated dinosaur. That's a lot of things in this series, honestly. That was like half of the UMs in the first game. Mutated dinosaurs.
I was waiting for this.
One more for the road.
The the final super boss in the second game was the Tyrannosaur, I think. No, the Tyranna Titan.
How about something like this?
It was like the Kilosaur. Oh, hey, there's the lands of Uni.
King muscles for this one.
Follow my lead. Here it goes.
I'll take point.
I think I made a mistake.
More where that came from.
Ah, we're just short of the Bravo.
I'll give it a go. Leave it to uni.
Well,
I used my big right, coming right up.
mistakes were made.
Allow me.
But what can you do?
I'm here too.
Nice work. Keep it up, guys.
I'm not gonna go in there.
Add me momentum.
Oh, good. Lance can't smash it because he entered early.
Multi double.
You know what? Just to play it safe. Burst combo, please.
Go, go, go.
Don't you dare smash it, Lance.
Keep me going. Now we're in the swing of things.
Both defenses down. That's not great. That's a lot of damage in one hit. Oh my god.
You hurt me out.
I might need to bring my evade skills for this.
Feel it in my bones.
Jail slap. All right, keep 'em coming. You're a
Out of your league. Get you, Leo. Unbreakable whole healing business. Thank you. Being an idiot. You're putting yourself too hard. Big impact.
topple.
Alright. All together now. Anytime you want. Now to charge. Playtime's over.
This should be our plan of attack.
Alright,
I'll make this.
take two. Let's try this again.
I get first dibs.
I'm with you. I was waiting for this. Keep hitting hard. Ah!
Ion's back.
I've got an
There's the
idea.
boy.
All right.
On it. Resonant flash.
I keep expecting her to say Resident Super.
I'm with you.
Here's the finisher.
No,
Bring it home.
no bravos for us.
You're finished.
Good hits, good hits. Ion's back.
I use my thinking muscles for this one.
I just thought of a great idea.
I don't need either of
I just thought
you.
of a great idea. Do you think this is in my world?
Noah, buddy.
I'll take one.
I need a Bravo, man. I need two of you to come back.
More where that came from.
Not even close. Rockin' like a hurricane.
I might have the answer. Great! Everyone get ready. Allow me.
Nope. Botched it again.
I can follow that up.
Maybe. Maybe. Nope. Am I one short? Oh!
Okay, we'll push through.
I was 1 point short.
With you, Noah, I can fight on. Let's do it, Darren. What was the now, mate? We can do it.
Glorious wings. Going in.
We just left Fiona to defend for herself.
We're near our limit.
She'll be fine.
We can do it.
Smash! Smash him! Come on, Lance! Lance! Yes!
We made it out alive.
I'll hang on to
Thanks
it.
to Carl's direction, no doubt.
It worked because you carried the plan up to the letter, Mia. Oh, night has fallen.
I might have over-prepared a little bit. Transient Bond. On critical hit, recharge art used by 10%. Cool. 500% power multiplier. Nice. That's it. That's all the skills. I can take Soul Hack off now. Here you go, Lands. Have. I don't fucking know. Have we could do better. Now what? Oh yeah. Just murdered Xenojiva. Moved on, it's fine. Alright. We have two choices now. We can do side quests that I haven't finished. Or we could go and shiny hunt in Violet. What are we feeling? I got a Sagiri quest we could do. I never did this one. Then I got 2 for Juniper. The little dickheads from the intro, I got a quest with them. I don't even know what this quest is. See, I got some good ones. Wait, where are we going? Just to the jail? Alright. I like how a bunch of people joined right as we killed the final super boss. That only took an hour and a half. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. after the first game super bosses, oh boy. And the second games weren't too bad, but the last like two were something else. I'm gonna take a break real quick. Because I need to stretch, because everything hurts. Enjoy this. Be right back.
I've been here waiting for the longest time. I can't believe it's real. You lose the battles that you never fight. Can't hide from what you feel. Come on, no more compromise. This is do or die, and now you've crossed the line. You wake the beast inside. No more compromise. This is do or die. I'll warn you one last time. You want the precious sun. You want the precious sun. You want the precious sun. Break through it all and don't look down. You won't fade out, 'cause the fire in you never dies. It comes around to light the flame. They'll know your name. Burn it till the memories. Don't stop, we're on a mission. Overdriving over all the competition. Counting up the damage when it's done. We can't pretend to listen. Sorry if it puts you in an imposition. We won't stop until the battle's won. What goes around comes back around again. And if we don't come down, we'll be lost in the I know that we will find our way. We'll do whatever it will take. And if we never reach the crowd, we'll take the whole thing down.
I return. There's a lyric in here that's like, make them know your name. And I'm like, that's so perfect for super bosses. Oh, also, spoilers, don't mind that. Yeah, we did it. We beat the evil. I have so much money and nothing to spend it on. It's one issue I have with this game. There's just nothing to buy. Hello, can you hear me? Senna, a Pharaon is an inanimate object. Though it is humanoid in appearance, it is not alive. No duh, Sagiri. I thought maybe somebody was inside. I like how the Pharaons all have high heels. I have confirmed number 15's unit is unoccupied at present. Oh yeah? Wow, looks like he's doing like we asked. Indeed, visual confirmation of number 15 occurs on occasion, even within the prison. Before we came here, he was more inclined to avoid social interaction. One might call this a great improvement. Sagiri, what do you think of number 15 personally? At the least, he is a capable soldier. At the least. Amendment, I admit, I also do not know what to do with him. Even I cannot predict his more idiosyncratic qualities. Understanding eluded me. However, I'm learning to understand others better as I work with them. That incident has awoken this new awareness within me. Sagiri's design all around is just really good. Number 15 is a kind person. Of that, at least, there is no mistake. A need for names. Oh yeah, there's also the first DLC thing, but I'm kind of just going to wait for all of them and then do them all at once, I think. Oh yeah, the spoiler painting. They all look like Bravely Default characters. I received a report on this relic from number 10. Reminded me of how we got it restored in accordance with number 8's wishes. Oh, that's right, that was kind of tough, but since it made him happy, it's really all that matters. Number 8 followed orders with devotion. It is something that number 6 values highly as someone who respects discipline. That number 8 would hide the relic from all of us was, frankly speaking, quite astonishing. That must have been a shock for you, Sagiri. On the other hand, it may be that that was the real face of number 8. Could be that number 10 recognized this and wished to support number 8's wishes. Suppose so. Those two might actually really be like two peas in a pod. They were both so curious. Indeed, just understanding this, I can see that there was a meaning to this relic. Actually,
that's how they're doing.
hey, you know what? Now that fights don't matter anymore because I've beaten everything, I want to see this.
Mighty beat!
Oh, and I sold the fucking Smash accessories. I need to go and find those. Yo, Dane, can you do a quick Google for me? Where are the Smash accessories in this game? Both the damage of Smash itself and the damage to launched enemies.
Something so valuable here.
I don't know what they're called. If things have been okay with the monsters since, they haven't grown in number again or anything. No issues at present. We work together in two-man shifts to call their numbers. You guys are pretty strong. I bet you don't have any problems when you work together. Your bet is not entirely accurate. Conflicts do arise depending on the pairing, such as of number 9 and number 3. Such issues did not arise under the consul's command. His control of us was most rigorous. I guess just because you're comrades doesn't mean you gotta get along all the time. Or maybe it's because they're comrades that they argue sometimes. I mean, like, there's times I get into arguments with Mimi too. You do. It wasn't always that way. I think we used to avoid it, you know, subconsciously. But now we're at a place where we both feel we can tell each other whatever we have that needs to be said. I guess if that's the result, then the odd fight isn't such a bad thing, huh? I can't stop yawning. I had never considered the issue from this perspective. I must process. Sagiri, if there's ever anything you want to say to me, I don't want you to hold back, okay? Oh, not just with me. I mean with the whole of Colony Zero. I shall try. Maybe we could leave the prison ground and stretch our legs. I have no objections. Where do you wish to go? Where was it we all went to together? Back from Wildwood and then around Capricorn Peak. Compliance.
Hey, that's not your everyday chop.
Lance, you just killed a dragon god. You're fine. Oh, the challenge battle reward. Well, I can't do that. So I'll get the other one. Do you know which enemy drops it? So what am I doing? Besieger Sherrit. Is that a UM? That sounds like a UM. I think it's a bug. I think that's the bug in the little lake.
We beat you once, and we'll do it again.
I was just about to say, I've been fighting UMs for 2 weeks. I'm very used to them, and I just instinctively went straight to the gravestone. Like, ah yes, that's why we're here. How are things between number 9 and number 3 since that time? Recently, I often see them together in the prison mess hall. Number 9 does still become emotional at times, but overall they maintain a satisfactory relationship. How they manage to repair their friendship. Number 9's fluid emotions cause her to take a more aggressive tact with the others. In spite of this, number 3 did not give up in her attempts to improve relations of number 9. I held great admiration for number 3's sense of perseverance and self-sacrifice. Yeah, just talking to her, I can tell she really cares about the others. And number 9 is trying... I just think of fucking Codename Kids Next Door with all these numbers. Trying to become an Offseer for everyone she's lost. They're both the same at heart, they've just got different ways of showing it. Until now, I believe that showing excessive emotion would have a detriment during battle. Both number 3 and number 9, I wish them to continue living by following their feelings. Good, good, that's why I've got to come up with some good names for them, too. Actually, I got a shit ton of accessories from those boss fights. What did we get? Oh, hey! I finally have the purple shackle ring. I have 10 of the normal ones. It's one of the mechs on the bridge. Oh, I know which one. I think it's the big four-legged boy. There's launch duration. That's not what I'm looking for. Like, this is so not worth equipping at all. Considering I have the same thing that's just activated permanently. Yeah, there usually is. Just whatever the top one is. Or the top one that isn't DLC. The top one that I have access to. I don't think I've ever done this. The quelling enemy rage with burst. I don't think I've ever purposely done that once. Anytime it's happened, it's just been happenstance. Oh, I have fiber wraps. Boost damage dealt when attacking launched enemies by 110%. Now I just need smash damage. And this is all tank stuff. I used to really like these outdoor and indoor items, but now I have the Van Braces and the Victor Gauntlets, I don't need them anymore. Yeah, I don't have any smash damage up, so let's... Where was the Orion Tunnels? Was that over here? This guy! Oh, I should have eaten a drop chance food. Hold on. I have coins again! I spent all my coins on clasp grinding.
I've been craving some downtime.
This enemy dropped 20%. We can do better than that. 25. 35. There we go. It's the prison block. Delicious.
I couldn't eat another bite.
Tastes like purple.
Where to from here?
No. And just for a change of pace.
I'll take point. We already beat them once, but no victory is certain.
I will be the Noah.
There's an enemy incoming! Brace yourself! Demon Slayer! First come, first serve!
Show us what you got, Senna.
You're on Fireland!
Big Shadow Eye.
Fury Weaver! Flurry! Giant Swing! Hundred Shells!
I feel the power.
Power Herbivore! Feels just like it should! Way out of your league!
You showing me a
How's that? Demon Slayer!
weak point.
Smooth as always, Noah. They say the half of it.
Time to end it.
Damn it.
Overclock Buster. Surrender before we crush. I need you, Mio. We have to move.
Oh, I guess we're in right now.
Phantom.
Precision. Suppression successful. Total victory. So, when's the battle happening?
Didn't get anything.
We already beat them once, but no victory is certain. Here's a keep your heads or lose them.
Target will be terminated with extreme prejudice.
First come, first serve.
Show us what you got, Senna.
Shockwave! Losses down!
Round beat! Shadow Eye! Lightning beat!
Violent
Jet cauldrons. I remember those.
Shockwave!
Things are building up.
Brute force is beyond. I want to surrender before we grind you into dust.
It's amazing!
Torque pulse! Enemies getting tested.
How did I miss?
Let's use it to the max.
I'm 51 levels higher than you.
We can do better yet. A fusion of our strength. Aha! Hey, I'm here. You're on fire,
Do
lad.
it, Kyle. I'll tell you now, sorry.
Shockwave!
Keep filing on the
We're
damn
unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
And of course now I'm just getting materials. And no items.
Ready for this, guys?
Game, please.
There's tough. There's tough. Do or die. This sounds pretty good. That's what I want to see, Senna. Ring of roses.
That's the weak point.
Smooth as always, Noah.
Shockwave!
100 shells. Demon shit.
Round beat!
Give me momentum.
We can do better yet. Orion! Torque pulse!
Attack efficiency. Satisfactory.
Perfect. I want to surrender before we grind you into dust.
It's amazing.
Oh, we can do this.
I'm fit to burn.
Right. The heat is on.
Now we're into the thing. Supreme Sword.
This thing is really break resistant.
Mighty beat. Ground beat.
Here we go, Lance.
A fusion of our strength.
Racing right now.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
Just give me one game. I don't care what rarity it is.
We already beat them once.
I mean, obviously
But no
purple would
victory
be
is
nice,
certain.
but
Okay, well, we doing this?
I will take anything.
Way.
Surprise. Hey, this feels pretty good.
You're on fire, lad. Here and now. Round beat. Mighty big Eye. The heat is up. That's the weak
No, I don't have air slash.
Feel that? Oh, yeah. Torque pulse. Heal I want to surrender before we grind you into dust. We can do this.
Anything in here? Nope.
You guys ready for this? Ground beat.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
Lens, you didn't do anything.
Ready for this, guys? Here's a tough
I
customer.
think they just gave me the side eye.
Oh, this is gonna be the last one.
Shockwave. Harry. Orion. Ground beat. Shadow Eye.
I'll let you show me up, Noah. Come after me, and that's what you get.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
I see.
Something so valuable here.
That's a lot of damage. Was that 1,200,000? In one hit?
Ready for this, guys?
18 seconds. We went from a minute to 18 seconds just from that one attack. Holy shit. I see.
Look out! Careful, everyone! Keep your attacks focused!
And here I was thinking it was like some ridiculous build. No, it's just Noah's insane. It's just soft boy doing soft boy things.
You want some more?
That's the weak point!
Can't let you show me up, Noah.
Let's show them!
I'll fix a bird.
Shockwave! Topple! Torn down!
No, not days. Where's my launch?
You want some more?
What's the sensor again?
Feel the power!
Did you see me in action, Mimi?
Sure I did, Santa. You look great.
Just got nothing that time. Vista of Ronar. Ow. It's not even in a shop. What the hell?
Oh, my plumage is everywhere.
I love that voice line. Yeah, jet pauldrons are the strongest one. Where are spiked pauldrons? Colony 11. I think I almost said Moirag. What's her name? Ethel. I think she had spiked pauldrons and then I sold them because I never used them. Yeah, those hero ones are real cool, but I don't have that. And if they're as grindy as the second game's challenge battles, then I don't care. And yeah, I already have fiber wrap, so we're good there. So yeah, it's just the jet pauldrons. Where is Colony 11 again? Which one is that again?
Oh, that's a rare one.
Those swimsuit costumes, they're so grindy though. I didn't even get the ones in fucking Xeno 2. I just got the DLC for Pyra's Catgirl disguise and called it good. Gotta thank number 6 for introducing me to Wheelie Dealy. I forgot about that name. Gavlan Wheelie, Gavlan Dealy. Ashera's colony. Oh yeah. Which one is Ethel's? Is that 4? I concur. Without number 6's negotiations, outfitting the prison camp would have been impossible. Ah yes. It's not like we're not swimming in money. I am not the most loquacious of people, and I speak most formally. Would have caused misunderstandings, but number 6. Hey, don't worry about it, Sagiri. You're a great person too. Ethel was 4. I mean, I know she was young, but I don't think she was that young. Anyway, can you tell me a little more about number 6? Like, what sort of name he'd be happy with? Bacon strips. He seeks to be concise in all things. As such, it may be best to avoid giving him an excessively long name, Strips. So that it should be something you can say quickly, kind of like Senna. Strips. Also, I would like you to consider something if possible, and not just for number 6. Names that somehow incorporate their previous ID numbers. You mean like how I got the Set and Sagiri from number 7? Oh, is that how she did that? I thought the Set and Sagiri was from Senna. Not 7. I never pieced that together. Perhaps if everyone had a similar source for their name, it would be more equal. No one would have cause to complain. Yo. Bedroomized Senna. What is this? I like to be the same as everyone else. You got it. I think you might be onto something. Bashful Sagiri. At this rate, I won't need much longer to come up with some names. What? What the hell is this? It's a crab with a gun in it. Be hearing that song in my
Better make
sleep.
sure we're well rested.
Also, I'm curious. So I played this for 170 hours. Where's the second game? I passed SMT5. 109, 275 in 3 houses. I don't think anything is catching up to that. Fucking Neo 2 is 125. Ah, shit. It's too far down the list. I think the second game was around like the 150, 160 mark.
Could you all come round for a second?
How about it, Senna? Did you come up with names for everybody? Yup, chatting with Sagiri let me apply some Senna thinking to the problem. I think I've got some names. Ah, truly. Uh-huh, I just need to think how we'll tell everybody. Why don't you just get everybody together in the central cell and hit them with their new names? Senna thinking? We've come a long way. Well, that makes me kind of nervous, not gonna lie. This is an excellent suggestion. Please do that. Guess that's that then. Hey, this is important, you know, don't make fun of me. I shall ask everyone to gather. The rest is up to you, Senna. Yep, I'll sure do my best. Oh, Sparks. I love Senna's eyes. I don't know the word for it. Like, because opaque isn't the word, but there's just, I don't know. Whatever's going on with her eyes is very cool, and I like it. I mean, everything about Senna is very good.
Fully replenished. Moving out.
I think when they first announced a game, the first thing that I latched onto was, ooh, cute brown girl. And she's a party member, even better. And I never noticed her hair was on fire until someone pointed it out to me.
Hey everyone! Come on, Sagiri, say something.
It's good to be back.
I hope they like their new names.
I find mine pleasing.
Everyone has gathered, number 7. Is there some kind of problem? The blue boy. Girl with horns and striking green eyes. Those are some Danny eyes. Look at those. No, number 8. I am not number 7. I thought she was saying no 8. I am not number 7 anymore. Call me Sagiri. What's that all of a sudden? All units hear me. As of this moment, I am rescinding all identification numbers previously assigned to Colony 0 soldiers. Got the Crimson Feather Girl. Scale man with glasses. Just regular old brunette. Nothing out of the ordinary with her. Wait, you mentioned changing the way we refer to you. Now it's extending to us as well. Perhaps you have not considered this, but it is only right that we have names. Not just me, but all of us. We are human, just the same as the others who live in this world. We're human? I mean, pretty sure you're a robot, man, but... and you're a Gormati. And she's a blade. But, you know, whatever. This name business is all really sudden. How are we supposed to call ourselves? Not to worry, I've given a lot of thought to names for you all. I like how Senna's the tallest out of this group. Huh. Why do you get to name us? I think that's a little out of line. Now, we can always say no after we hear her out. It might be fun. Okay, number 6, you are... Ix. Ah, yes, he gets the Kingdom Hearts name. Ix, what's up with that? I mean, well, wait a minute. Ix, it's not too bad. I really like how short it is. Number 3, you are Trini. Trini? I like that. That's cute. Number 3 is Trini. What's happening? I feel... Oh, is it Trini? Because it's just Trinity without the T. I feel a little tingly. Is this what having a name feels like? It's Chapter 4 in Paper Mario. We can't go home until we get our name back. That was in your door, specifically. Number 8, you should be called Eilic. Eilic. Number 8 is Eilic. Eilic. I've got it. I'll be Eilic from now on. For number 15, I've got 15. You made a joke guess that number 9 would be Newt for 9 in flute. Hey, what the? I go to 15 from 15? Really? It's barely any different. I think it's good, 15. It's shorter than saying number 15 at any rate. I think it suits you, number 15. I mean, 15. He's not amused. Also, this is a boy. I was wrong. If you say number 3, sorry, Trini. And you can be... Glare. How do you feel about flying? Flying? You don't like it? Flying the Offseer. I guess that's what they'd call me in the future. Better than number 9, the Offseer, anyway. Well, that's not saying much. Whatever, I'll let you have this one, number 7. I mean, Sagiri. Whoa. Hey, what about me? Don't leave me hanging. What's my name? You'll be Tina. I like that. Tina, eh? Nice. Weirdly fitting. You're mad that your joke guess was right, just in the wrong order. believe it will take time for us to get used to these names, but from now on we should use them for each other. Compliance number 7. Oh, oops. Like other nameplates changed. You already messed up, Ix. Flying. What? Sorry, I just wanted to try it. Quit being weird, Trini. Number 7 is Sagiri, number 6 is Ix, number 3 is Trini, number 15 is Buffy. It's 15, man. I kind of like Buffteen better. It's like they're taking to those names. I'm glad for you. Thanks, I was real nervous, but it was worth all that hard brain time. Did it go about how you expected, Sagiri? Yes, now that you have given them names, it feels like we were finally a unit. An absolute unit. All of us, we are now humans with real names. We get to start over, here and now. We and our colony have been reborn.
We're going up in the world.
What'd I get? Item retriever? Where's swimming? Shiny hunter. Oh yeah, I finally got city to level 5, so I got speed jogger. Silent steps. Oh, there it is. What is left to do for colony move? They're so tiny. Is it really okay for us to get all this stuff from you for free? You know, a place to live, food, even these name things? Of course it is. The truth is, these are just things that anybody should have. You've been working your butts off all this time. You've earned it, so just take it. Thank you so much. We're gonna treasure everything you've done for us, I promise. I like her. You guys are going up against Mobius, right? Sagiri too? Yeah. Well, just so you know, if anyone dies, I'm never gonna let you hear the end of it, so make sure everyone comes back alive. Yeah, of course, we'll keep Sagiri safe for you for sure. I meant you guys as well, but whatever, sheesh. Sun. I feel like we should talk more with outsiders now that we've got names and all. How do you do? My name is Tina. Like that. Did I do it right? Do it like that and people will think you're a right weirdo. Huh, really? Well, I don't get it at all then. What exactly was weird about that? How do you do, my fellow 4-year-olds? EX. The Luminous Avenger. When number 7 first started calling herself Sagiri, I didn't know what she was thinking. You never thought you'd end up having a name yourself, huh? Right, it's a bizarre feeling, but I'm actually getting more used to being called Ix now more than 6. Number 6. You're all human, never doubt that. I'd say that feeling is that of your true self. You might be right, so that's why Sagiri wanted names for everyone. I think we're missing like 2 people. Where are they? Never thought number 7. I mean Sagiri would come up with something like that. You mean asking me to give you guys names? Yeah, before that, well, she didn't exactly show interest in things like this. She was more specialized in combat. She was made to murder. Guess this is down to your influence, now that it's bad for Sagiri to change a little if you... Not that it's bad for Sagiri to change a little, if you ask me.
I see some relations have changed.
Excuse me. I know X ordered me to stand by, but Sparks, I just can't seem to stay still. Never felt this way before. If that final showdown with Mobius is on the horizon, should we move out ASAP? In due time. I understand your impatience, but right now the best thing you can do is remain on call. Compliance. I hope that when the time is right, you'll allow me to ride by your side. I want to do whatever I can for this world too, just like you guys. Man, imagine having... How many of them are there? 6? 7? Imagine having 7 of these motherfuckers just constantly debuffing your target. Oops, all assassins. I kinda wanna do this one. The little shitheads. Also Mia.
I'll come with you, and we will build the future.
Could get my Mia. Where are we going? I keep forgetting it doesn't show on the quest thing, the map. Canvas Castle region. Quack. Oh yeah, I played Sekiro again during GDQ. And I started playing Ender Lilies, but then turns out I wasn't really in the mood for another Souls game right after the first one. And one of the runs got me in the mood for Zelda. So I played Ocarina of Time 3D on Maestro Quest. Which was an experience. Why are there cows in Jabu Jabu and why are they switches? I should have done it like this all along. No, I don't think so. See, it'll just slow the advance way down. That's exactly why I suggested deploying alertness from the start. Hello, small children. How are you? Wait, the captain of the guard mentioned these guys, didn't she? Oh right, the ones who defeated the consul at the castle and broke the flamecock. They're the Ouroboros. So you've heard of us, that makes things easy. Rumor has it that you lot are pretty clever. Ha, that we are. We're the best of the best. No one in all Kevis can hold a candle to us. I don't think they've met Ethel. Or a Shara 2 blocks down. We can overtake soldiers like you from low-ranking colonies in less than a year. Low-ranking? Oh, they do have a mouth on them. What a joke. Sorry. So if you were to take us on in a fight, you'd rinse us, would you? Correct. If that's what you want, we'll give you a fight anytime, any place. Oh, it is on. How do you like the sound of a monster bash in battle? Go on. We'll show you more than just knowledge. We'll show you the meaning of excellence. We've only got 3 people, though. So how about this? 5 monsters for us and 10 for you. Lance is about to punch these children in the face. I mean, Yagami did it. Sounds fair. We can compare results back here once we're done. You're on. Let the game begin.
Good to add more names.
Oh, hey. While we're here. There was a whole party conversation about how much Uni hates the Colony 11. Colony 11 Faranis because she doesn't like snakes.
I see some relations have changed.
Oh, hey, it's my girl. After the advent of homecoming rituals, sacred grounds like that should have been all but completely destroyed by Mobius. If you insist, then of course I'll go, but I'd really rather not visit those places again if I can avoid it.
I see some relations have changed.
Hey, you clashed a Peach pretty hard. Was there some kind of beef between you? Not really? I mean, how do I put it? It was just a personality clash, differences of opinion and such like. It's strange, I felt that commander would be the same as me. Perhaps I was mistaken. Yeah, thank the queen. One of you per group is plenty, I reckon. We can put a stop to Morbius. We can kiss goodbye to his days of war. Any regrets? No, if anything, my heart's racing with expectation. At last I'll be in a battle that's worth fighting for. That said, it's all our lives on the line here. We'll have to trade them for nothing less than victory, eh, you? Finally, something we can agree on. Let's see this snuff through to the end.
I see some relations have changed. What to buy?
There we go. Wow, we bought something. We spent money in Xenoblade 3. Ah, I was gonna say, like, is it anything or marked monsters?
Don't try to stop us.
Algerapple.
Any trouble. Eyes over here!
Thanks.
Ring around! I couldn't keep them in check.
Come here! I got something for you!
Thanks for the support.
Shockwave!
Keep piling on the damage.
Show
Oh,
us what you got, Senna.
fucking lag.
Resident Blast.
Steady! Ring roses! Get on! Got more in you yet, Noah. Way home! How's that? Hit 'em over and over!
Let's surrender!
Feeling my body. Yeah! Feels just like
Why is it always Ruffles? You notice that? Like all of these side quests where it's like, you know, kill X amount of monsters, it's always Ruffles.
too easy. Come after me, and that's what you get.
We're just calling the
If
Ruffle
only you didn't
population.
charge off on your own.
And it never makes a difference. Oh yeah, another thing that happened. No kiss. Weird. Go away. Why did I take this? I don't remember taking this. I don't think I meant to take that.
Oh, got a rare doodah right here.
Wow.
Don't try to stop us.
I could do this with my eyes closed. A
Press
shockwave!
advantage. Get you, Mio.
Thanks. Here and now.
I couldn't keep them in check.
Come here! I got something for you!
Thanks for the support.
Shockwave!
More of a new one, Senna.
Hey! Eyes here!
You're on Fire-Land. I feel the power.
Now we're in the swing of things. Ring around.
We have superiority. Push through.
Eyes here!
You're on
This is half of it.
Also, you might notice that I'm not using Noah's break attack, and that's because it takes way too long to charge.
Time to win out the big gun! You ain't ready for this!
It has such a long
That
cooldown.
was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking.
Whereas Glitter Stream is just 5 hits, and there you go. I think it's 5. Pretty sure it's 5. You know, I would like these skirmishes better if their rewards refreshed.
Don't try to stop us.
No, not the machine.
Right, get it over with.
Game, please target the things directly in front of me. Thank you.
Don't try to stop us.
I could do this with my eyes closed.
Ring around
You
it.
want to tussle?
Keep on
Oh,
pelting.
we can tussle.
I couldn't. Eyes over here. Thanks for the support.
That's the weak point.
Can't let you show me up, Noah. Cannonball!
Can't hear air slash and not think of
Redeeming blue.
what's his name? Shulk screaming it.
Sometimes brute force is the answer.
Here and now. Beat up the attack.
Time to weigh out the big guns. You ain't ready for this.
I'm way out of your league. Get you, Leo.
Go.
Blossom dash. Whew. That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
That's the music I'm more used to. All the music that takes over when Mia's in the party. You get that Xeno 2 violin. He's so small. Lance is also in his military gear. You can't really tell because it's just like barely darker than his standard outfit. Oh, look who's not back yet. We won. Suck on that. Now, where are those spare ether cylinders? And what time do you call this? No, how can you be back already? Because we're finished. Oh, we would have won if we hadn't run into supplies. What, don't you have 1.3 million gil in your pocket that you can spend whenever? On nothing? Because there's nothing to buy in this world? I refuse to accept this. I demand a rematch. Leave it. We have to accept that we messed up. We didn't prepare properly. Huh. Didn't expect you to be so gracious about it. It's not so surprising, is it? Castle soldiers are trained not to make the same mistake twice. Exactly. We want to be like the captain of the guard. We can't let a failure like this get us down. She's really cute. Like the pigtails and the red eyes. I dig it. There's a degree of shame, yes, but it was a good lesson, so thanks for that. When are you going to be back? We've got a score to settle now. You know what? Maybe you lot are alright. We'll have to stay at the top of our game, won't we, Lance? Maybe we should send them after the super bosses. They learn by trial and error. We could do worse than emulate them. Your ridiculous idea turned out to be pretty useful to your little proteges in the end. Proteges? I never thought of anyone as my protege before, not even in Colony 9. I don't think I'm much cut out to be a mentor, but why not? It's something to do. Hey, you lot. What now? Let's do this again sometime. Yeah, we'll look forward to it. But next time, you're the ones going down. You can't escape from us. This is gonna be fun. Oh, that was harmless. And benign.
I see some relations have changed.
Yep.
Here we go.
I might be able to come up with a plan if we studied Ouroboros and Morbius's past battles. Could you give us access to your records? I really want to help you guys. I don't think we've been keeping anything like that, mate. You haven't? Why the smart would you not? Look, we didn't exactly have the time to jot down notes in the heat of battle. Also, something I just realized is I'm not coughing nearly as much as I was like a month ago. So, that's cool. Oh, and something I just remembered. Hang on. I don't know if this is a glitch or what, but it kind of made me chuckle.
What to buy?
So I go to sell accessories, and if I just scroll down until we find him. There he is. It's Mamba. This only appears in the shop menu. This doesn't show up in my actual equipment menu. But apparently I still have his stuff. From the beginning of the game. I think it's just that one because we only had one accessory slot at the beginning. That just made me laugh when I spotted that. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, is it in my inventory? I didn't see it. Now I'm curious. Oh god, I don't even know. Where would it be? What was it called? Feather something? Oh yeah, there he is. But I can't get rid of this. I mean, I guess I could. I could just equip it to someone else. Yeah. But it's... I find it funny, so I'm just gonna leave it. He's just there forever. Oh.
That's all of them. That's all of them. That's all of them.
I apparently never got these. In all of my grinding and UM fighting, I never got these. What the hell? It's just these three. The tap dancing knock on.
Good to add more names. I see some relations have changed.
Oh, really? I didn't even see this. Man, she looks hot. I love how this is a thing you can do. For no reason.
We could do with some food.
No, we'll be fine.
I think we need to discuss this.
I don't want to read anymore. I keep yawning when I try to read. Yo, where the hot girls at?
All right, on with our journey.
Whoa, you all got really tall. ASMR soft boy noises.
Leave it to me.
I'll take point.
Hello, I'm down here. Please notice me. I am very small. They've turned into a Nopon. Yes, this would be a good way to keep up the castle's rate of ether conversion. I read that as conversation. I was very confused. Proceed. You're imagining Noah scuttling across the floor at max speed on all four. It's okay. He's using Soul Hacker, and he got like a bunch of like wolf arts. He's just playing the part. Don't worry. Excuse me. I can't get over Beast Howl as an art because when you use it, it straight up just does a wolf's howl. And I had it on Lands, and it just made me laugh every time Lands just literally made a very, like, picture-perfect wolf howl noise. It's like, damn, that's a good impression. Now that I have all the Soul Hacker arts, I've been messing around with it, and it is such a weird fucking class. There's so much shit you can do with it. And I kind of hate it because it takes so long to scroll through the skill arts menu. There's so many. And since it defaults to attacker, it auto-equips the attacking one, so if you want to do tank or healer, you gotta search for them. It sucks. Heard that you were looking for us. She kind of reminds me of Sophidia from Soul Calibur a little bit. Or actually, no, a short-haired, fuck, what's her name? Trials of Mana, There's Angela, there's Charlotte. Who's the blonde girl? Wow, I feel real dumb right now. Reese, that's it. The guard is soon going to start a large-scale training exercise. Fight us. Fight the royal guard. The queen in the castle was a fake. We never doubted her. We blindly accepted that invitation and betrayed the real queen's hopes. I mean, the real queen was trapped in an orb for decades. But you're stronger than that. You can show us the proper way to train. This little thing called the grind. There's a bunch of UMs right outside the city. Just go fight them. The guards as fancy troops who control the castle grounds, yeah? Can't go easy on elites like them, training or not. We can't and we won't. Oh, we're actually doing this. Things must be tough at the castle, what with everything going on right now. Fair point, not really much room to complain then, I guess. You'll help then. Brilliant, hopefully this will get them working better together. What's going on? You got, like, dissent in the ranks? Sadly, yes. The guard is split into two units. Sultanar squad and Katoro squad. So say the two of them aren't the best of friends right now. We're hoping that this training will remind them of the importance of teamwork. Right, understood. We'll see what we can do then. Our soldiers should already be waiting at the east entrance to Garden Defense Base. Balam Garden. Thanks for your help.
I see some relations have changed.
Right, every time it catches me off guard. Yeah. We're walking there. Where's Lance? There he is. I miss Riku. It just makes me want to play as a Napon. There's so many here! Oh shit, this one's purple. I want to be a purple Napon. The little that I know about X, there's a fucking like Napon mob, like straight up mafia in that game. Because anytime Napon are involved, there's always some like shady underground business going on.
That sound.
Ooh, something's coming down.
Oh, look at this guy. Girl? Girl. Over it. There we go. It's surprisingly hard to control that in first person. Hello there, Ouroboros. The captain of the guard filled me in on the situation. Oh man. Taking a souvenir. Heath and Winona. Pleasure to meet you. We're both gym leaders. As far as I'm concerned, there's no higher honor than getting to train with the illustrious Ouroboros. I'm not convinced we'll win. But oh, I forgot about this song. We do. By the Queen, we'll give her everything we got. Losing before you've even started. What idiocy. I say you're the idiot here, underestimating an opponent. Like this only invites disaster. False bravado is a poor strategy indeed. You shut your mouth. This is what the captain was talking about, I see. Shall we kick off the training? Sorry, this is very unprofessional. Let me explain the exercise. We'll be split into two teams, one on the offense and one defense. The attackers win if they manage to take control of this area. The defenders, on the other hand, will need to incapacitate all members of the opposing side. Of course, as the guard, we'll be taking the defensive position, so that leaves you to attack all. The one time I want a dumb little minigame in my RPG, and they don't do it. I know very well that you're stronger than the norm. But I'm not going to give up my position as the first guard unit so easily. Give me Xenoblade Tower Defense. There's hardly a Volk's whisker between the first and second unit. Okay, so you're both really great? Is everybody ready? Let's get this done. I like how they all have like a Shara's armor too.
I don't want to do this.
Oh my
You're
god.
in our way.
Oh my god. Even in battle.
Eyes over here.
You're a lifesaver. A fusion of empires all coming to shockwave.
I can see my sword and nothing else.
With you around, Senna.
29?
I'm the girl with the gall.
Got a lot of dudes.
I don't want to do this. But
But I'm
you're in
gonna
our
do it.
way.
All right, get it over with.
Eyes over here!
Thanks.
Oriole,
We've got them pinned. Ground speed.
Too easy. Come after me, and that's what you get.
I love that all I can see is the sword.
Keep your attacks focused.
Demon Slayer!
come here. I got
Eyes
something
over
for
here!
you.
You're a lifesaver.
Keep on pelting me.
Eyes over here! Thanks for the support.
Come here. I got something for you.
Cheers, you're the best. Rearrange it.
Can't tell who I'm locked on to.
Demon Slayer! I'm way out of
Trying to target everything.
Keep it up, Neo.
power of purple!
Punch your lights out.
No stopping you, lads.
Redeeming blue! Break! Demon Slayer!
Feel the power.
Yeah! Feels just like it should! How's that? Yeah! Crazy strong now!
I'm more than strong enough to punch your lights out.
I'm just grinning from ear to ear right now.
Don't try to stop us.
You can be sure I'll do my part. Big, keep piling on the damage.
Show us what you got, Senna. I don't want to do this, but you're in our way.
I could do this with my eyes.
I want to see this from Neo's perspective. Oh my god.
Ground speed.
Demon Slayer! Big, keep up
I'm done.
Bring a raise.
All right, keep them coming.
You pop out of it for your talent art. This isn't confusing at all. I can't really see my weapon,
All under control.
so I'm trying to listen for it to time the cancel.
I don't want to do this, but you're in our way.
Try not to waste too much effort on this.
Come on. Away.
Great stuff, Noah.
I'm done. Go, Oriole.
Go, back us in the
No
back.
good. I am mighty beat. Sorry.
I'll keep up the attack.
Can't let you show me up, Noah. Good thing we found this.
This is amusing me way too much.
I don't want to do this.
Like, I knew you could zoom the camera in. I didn't know it worked in battle.
Eyes over here.
You're a lifesaver.
Come here. I got something for you.
You're a lifesaver.
Couldn't keep them in check. Eyes over here.
Here and now.
Soaring peasant.
Ground speed.
Oh, yes, Noah.
I usually zoom it out all the way so I can see what the hell's happening. Oh my god.
Let's use it to the max.
A few air flash.
I can't move.
Meow.
Don't try to stop us.
Well, this won't be any trouble. Eyes over here.
Thanks. Nice one,
Come
Neo.
here. I got something for you.
You're a lifesaver.
I thought that was Lance.
Stopping you.
Enemies broken away from me.
Yeah, just some other nerd with a buster sword.
I got something for you.
Thank you. Swing. Eyes over here. Eye over you.
What am I targeting? This thing?
It's amazing.
Heat is on.
Yeah. Feels just like it should. Just as planned,
I want us to red. Time to win out the big gun. We'll blow you away.
That seems hardly fair.
Fusion of our strength. Ground speed.
Oh no, Heath is a healer.
We can do better yet.
I'm done.
My poor man. Didn't stand a chance. That was more intense than I expected. So that's what Ouroboros is like up close in person. I'm dying. Speak for yourselves, you ain't slouches. Aw, yo, Winona, do you want to go out? We're all strong individually, but much more when we work together. I'd almost forgotten the importance of that. We're perfectly well together in our squad. We've never lost a single... Oh. Heath. Ugh, yeah, okay. Saltner squad, Katara's squad. Guess I can't deny that we're all cut from the same cloth. Thanks for the reminder. Really, there's no need. Oh, but there is. I'll re-examine my formations and strategies while this bitter defeat remains fresh in my mind. The guy's got spirit. I like him. How long are you gonna lollygag around? Hop to it. That's what that sounds like. Winona, you get over here too. Well, he seems more chirpy than before the training exercise. I think some things finally clicked in that fight with you. There was something missing in him. No, in the whole of the guard. Can't thank you enough for today. We really have to hone our skills. We want to get better at you. And that's that. I just realized Uni's the only one who doesn't have a default outfit, because I really like the Troubadour outfit. Yeah. Reminds you of us, doesn't it? You know, how we all tried to take on too much ourselves and all that. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. That all went great, I thought. Great training, great battle even. For what little we could see of it. Were you watching? I caught the tail end of it, but still. Thanks to you, I think both Heath and Winona learned the respects they need to improve upon. We, the Guard, are tasked with protecting the Queen's person and what she stands for. So we need to be stronger than the rest. That doesn't mean just individual strength. You can surely accept your peers, warts and all. That's when you see the beginnings of strength. It's like you need to have some kind of special bond. Oh, hey, not Riki. What's his name? Riku? And Manana, yeah. They're here too. A bond, yes, that's a good way to put it. May sound trite, but I think there's a greater strength than just tactics in theory. Sounds like you're getting us to work with Heath and Winona was a huge success. I'm making a note here. Not at all. You lot are the real heroes here, really. Thank you, Ouroboros. Anyway, I better go and see how my valiant subordinates are holding up. Don't work them too hard. And tell them we'll beat them again next time and all. Why did she seem so sad?
I see some relations have changed.
Wow.
We just had to persevere. That's all of them. It's looking complete.
How do I... Oh, there we go. Approach the question mark. Oh, hey there! I sure didn't think I'd bump into you guys here. Hey Sigrun, good to see you again. This gate had been closed for Spark knows how long, right? Are you the one who opened it? I am. Castle orders had forbade opening it until then. Putting Colony 11 under quarantine for contamination by Ouroboros was a shamefully foolish thing for me to do. Come on, what else could have you done in that situation? You did? It was what it was. Chill. I'd love to speak with you more, but unfortunately I have something urgent to deal with. I need to head back right away. Oh, and if you happen to spot Zoran, could you do me a solid and tell him to come see me? Zoran? Sure, I guess. Cheers, you guys are such a big help. Gasp. Literally right there. I certainly didn't expect the likes of you lot to come and speak to me. Because you know full well how much of a pain in the arse you are. It's besides the point, though. You know Sigrun, the captain of the guard? She wants you at her office pronto. I certainly didn't think I'd hear that name come out of your mouth either. Sounds like you two are acquainted. So, what's Sigrun to you? He was talking before his dialogue appeared. This is Zoran. All squads, suspend all duties. Assemble for an emergency summons. Are you even listening? Not a problem. He's unclad. I've also been informed. That's the kind of deal we're looking at here. It's a summons from her. There'll be no latecomers in this mission, so get to it. Hey, who were you just called? One Rattlejack present, just as you ordered, Captain Zor. I remember you from Clad Squad. Why have you suddenly decided to rock up here? This is a special summons from Zoran we're talking about here. Of course we can't just ignore it. Guess we can't. You idiots can barely function without having every little thing explained in agonizing detail, after all. What's going on? You're from Easel's squad, is that right? Wait, didn't I tell you? Me, Hexen, and Jack were originally... Enough idle talk. We're headed to the fort at once. Fort Overbus, right? Can't wait to see what fun happenings we have to look forward to there. Afraid we gotta skedaddle, Ouroboros, but don't worry, I'm sure we'll have barrels of fun next time we meet up. That was really something. What an Ionius is going on in that fort? I'm not sure, but what I do know is that trouble and disorder are never far off when they get involved. Do you hope Sigrun's alright? Let's go see what all this fuss is about.
I see some relations have changed.
Noah has embraced his inner beast. Oh, if it isn't you guys, thanks a ton for getting the message out. And if you don't mind me saying, you're all looking pretty pale. What happened between then and now? We called these guys over just like you told us, but are you really sure about this? Sure about what? I get you now. Seems like the Ouroboros really know what makes you guys tick, eh? Was that an attempt at humor? What drivel? Relax, you guys. You're well within your rights to be concerned, I know. But the reason I called Zoran and his squad over is to help me out with a certain little job. What job? The kind of massively important job only they are capable of pulling off. Job made for the Guard's Vanguard, the Antares squad. Wait, did I hear that right? Hold on, by they you don't mean... Well, pull the other one. I thought they were supposed to be Colony 11 soldiers, aren't they? I was cut off from saying it earlier, but we were originally part of the Guard. Officially, we work for Colony 11, but wait, even now, we get the occasional personal request from the captain here. It'd be hard to believe, but it's true. Among the Guard, they were the elite of the elite. What she said, in a better, fairer world, I might have even been your superior, making you guys my little subordinates, you know? I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Anyway, what's this job you mentioned earlier? I was going to explain when they got sidetracked. She kinda has Android 18 hair. Now that I look at her. First, need a change of location. Follow me.
I see some relations have changed.
Oh, god damn it. Hey, girl. Hey. Look at you all together. I was just on my way to get in some extra training with Katoral Squad. You know, for a rematch. Or at least that's what I wish I could tell you. I've actually been given a new mission. Currently chasing up rumors of underground descent against the castle. You know, there's some kind of shady business going down in one of our ether mines, but not the I tried. It seems there's a chain of command outside of the Guard regiment hindering the investigation. Goodness, sorry, I'm sure you don't want to hear about all that. Just pretend you didn't hear it. I wouldn't look into it too deeply. No, you're free to do as you wish, of course. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Please help. Her legs go so fast with max level speed jogger. I knew the castle must have had something to do with why you called us over here. True, but also, I need to avoid exposing embarrassing slip-ups in public. Who has the better ass, Uni or Sigrun? Slip-ups. A few days ago, a section of the Guard started an armed uprising and holed themselves up in the castle. As you do. Armed uprising? What? Yes, they've taken over a section of the castle, but they haven't gotten any further since then. It's a stalemate situation. A takeover? Now you have my attention. I'm just surprised that a rebel element could even arise within the Guard. You say that, but their fierce loyalty to the Queen is exactly why many of the Guard can't accept that they were loyal to a fake. There are 4 sergeants at the vanguard of this rebel movement to seize the castle. They proclaim themselves as the Queen's 4 divine wings, and have made 2 demands of me. The 4 divine wings, a haughty, high-handed name if there ever was one. They would be the game-long side quest bosses in a Yakuza game. What are they demanding then? Transfer command of the Guard to them, and to hand over the Ouroboros. Us? This upheaval of Ionius lies solely at the hands of those treacherous Ouroboros. It is the Queen's wish to see them purged. I should have brought Melia. The Queen is literally here, you idiots. This was the declaration of one of the sergeants. Naturally, I have zero intention of yielding to either one of their demands. I saw this coming. We aren't going to give them what they want, then we'll have to bring those rapscallions to heel, won't we? I get why you brought us in for this job now, seeing as we're no longer part of the Guard and all. The current Guard would have fight their own fellows. The internal division it would cause could be catastrophic for the organization. Yeah, you read that right. Read? Came to the conclusion that only you guys, outsiders with inside knowledge, could do this. Still, making us fight our old comrades, who knew you could be so unscrupulous? I have no objection. I shall gladly accept this job. We just love ourselves a bit of dirty work. Nothing like writing off any craziness we get up to as an accident. Raring to give those holier-than-thou pretenders the wake-up call of their lives. Hey, wait a moment. Maybe you could let us help you out with this job. I appreciate the thought, but if you join in, it means you also take on responsibility for the mission, you know? Yes, of course, we know that, but it's just, well, you see... If you won't spit it out, I will, Noah. We're worried about what'll happen if we aren't there to keep these nutters in check. You're worrying yourselves over nothing. You won't get most things done if you don't pull out all the stops. Not much difference between bringing them to heel and just killing them all, really. They won't stand a chance. God damn, Axon. I see your point. Accompany them and make sure to keep them in line, okay? Of course, I'll make sure they don't raise too much trouble. Please keep the castle in one piece. Just to be sure, our mission is to suppress the rebel forces and make sure their leaders come back alive, not dead, right? Yeah, that's the gist of it. I know it's odd to say now that I've dragged you guys into this, but I owe you one, I really do. If we're done briefing here, we will sortie at once. How do you pronounce that? Is it sortie? Sortie? I've never known how to say that word. I'm also not entirely sure what it means. Any ideas on how we're going to find these 4 divine wings? Not like we even know where they're holed up in the castle. Our enemies are the ones we meet in battle. We need only scour the battlefield clean to find the scum we're after. Soap. One's way up there. Oh, hold on.
My mind is made up. You have my full support.
Let's bring the queen.
What a joy it is to be experiencing these sights firsthand again.
We'll happily take you wherever you want. Just say the word.
Also, man, long hair Melia fucking doing it for me. Same with long hair Mio. I've seen art, like fan art of long hair Nia. I don't like it. Nia's a short hair girl. Same with Pyro. Like, if you were to switch Pyro and Mithra's hairs, like, nah, it wouldn't work. That said, Pyro's a redhead, and I love long red hair, so maybe. Actually, speaking of long red hair, hold on. Need a good picture. This one's okay. That's a very long name. Boop. There's a very sassy redhead in Grey Raven, who's like also a giant bitch, but she's fun. Kept us waiting a good long while, finally feeling inclined to negotiate. He's so small. You think there's still scope to talk after everything you've done? Kavesi set against Kavesi. This violates the will of her benevolent majesty in surety. Our taking over the castle was merely to show that incompetent, disloyal captain of the guard a superior will and resolution. Melia's literally right there. So then you're saying you absolutely do not want to fight? Why, of course, but depending on what you do decide to do next, you may be forced to take desperate measures. Naturally, we wish to avoid such an unpleasant course of events. We would prefer that rational judgment prevails. So it's come to this. What is their deal, honestly? Surely it cannot be you. Yeah, it's me, alright. You're Hexen, the Atrocious from the Antares squad. What are you doing here? You should have been discharged. I should have been what now? Am I supposed to have seen you somewhere before? By the flames, don't you dare say you've forgotten about what you did to me. You're an evil wretch who tortures her allies with glee. You inflicted an untold amount of suffering on me. Oh, I remember now. That did happen, didn't it? It was thanks to all your kind help that I was able to come up with a more efficient method of torturing the human body. Christ. Queen's flapping wings. She's completely off the rails. All units battle stations. We got battle stations? When the fuck did we get battle stations? Hold your ponios, we ain't done nothing yet. We've gone way past the point of talking it out. Silence, I have no words to say to creatures like you. You shall die in short order. Now, come on, didn't we just establish a moment ago that your beloved queen would hate for us to be fighting? She's right there. I'm gonna Starlight kick a bitch. Indeed, but that Antari squad, they're different. Her prudent and wise majesty would be most understanding of our point, I'm sure. We're totally losing the plot. So ultimately, their conviction is feeble. They're a little more than another weak mob or rabble. Let's end this. Oh, right. I can't see anything. I could zoom out. I'm not going to. Who am I locked on to? I can't tell. It's actually kind of starting to hurt the eyes. Oh, that's already I think. I forgot how good this game's boss theme was. I kind of don't hear it anymore because, you know, I beat all the bosses. Is that it already? I guess they were all bark, no bite. Curse it all, how can this be happening? Yo, Zor, I'm feeling a little itchy, you know? Do you mind if I tear a new one? No, stop, don't come near me. Once scum, always scum. She's all yours. Hold it, and good grief, it's a snuffing good thing I decided to come along. Beg of you, don't delay it any longer. Finish me, please. I can't take the pain. Sigrun, I've secured one of the 4 divine wings. You can deal with the rest. Yeah, sure thing. And also, are you okay, if you don't mind me asking? I may be imagining things, but it sounded to me like you were about to cry. Oh, nothing to worry about here. At least not for us, anyway.
It should be operable now. Huh. Huh. Hmm. 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 Huh. Now, we wait.
Oh, bye, guys. It's just me and Senna. Nope. There's everyone else. Hold on, where are we even going? Oh no. You, what unit do you belong to? Tell me your colony affiliation. You have 3 seconds. Got a lot of ladies. Think you've got our guy. You're a lucky boy, you know. He hasn't got that many soldiers with him. Now's our chance to get him.
Eyes over here!
You're a lifesaver.
Press our advantage! I couldn't keep them in check!
Here and there. I got something for you. Appreciate it.
Okay, as funny as that was, I would like to see again.
Feel the power.
Now with the swing! Violent flurry! Swing!
My guy. Me. I want us to render before we grind you into dust.
Great! It's amazing!
A fusion of our strength. Brute force is the answer. We can do better yet. Let's use it in a match. Ha! Here and now. My team beat.
Dramatic zoom in on Noah's ass. Gotta get out of here, they're too strong. What? He made a run for it. A chase, eh? Just perfect. You better make sure I'm out of breath by the time I catch up to you. And then the human hunt begins. Have fun! Yo, Uni, we came to suppress a rebellion, right? I don't see much rebellion suppression here. Well, duh, man. These guys are in it for the sadism and not much else. Oh. Like, I get it for gameplay reasons, but why are there still
They're
ho-
on us. Orders?
hostile soldiers in here?
You want to tussle? Oh, we can tussle.
I don't think I've ever really, like, listened to that song. Looks like he managed to escape to the outer walls from here. If I remember correctly, the place where the Annihilator used to be is just ahead, right? Oh yeah, that was a story mission. But now that it's not there, it's become a dead end. You know what that means? The dumb snuffer's only got himself cornered.
That smarts.
It appears you're all out of luck now. This is the end of the road for you. Please help me. Please spare my life. I'm begging you. As if. Oh, rip, he's dead. What's going on? Oh, he just Yu-Gi-Oh! Summoned a bunch of robots. You fell right into my trap, card. Just as I thought you simple-minded imbeciles would. My analysis proved correct. You're all a bunch of browbeaters who love to boast to anyone who you think you can't push back. I knew something was off. Your futile escape was all an act to lure us into a false sense of security and into your trap. There's nothing I wouldn't do to make you all suffer. Oh, there's the mountain that was taken out in the background. If it weren't for you fools, I would have been brought glory to Kevas. The queen herself would have commended my triumph. What you did I can never forgive as part of my glorious plan. I shall sentence you all to death. Kinda reminds me of Tyon, I gotta be honest. Hey, no, it's just out of order. You take that back. For the love of, leave the bickering for later, dumbasses. Kinda in a life or death situation, in case you've forgotten. Enough talk. You shall now learn just how fatal your recklessness is. Zoom.
Something for you.
Keep on pelting.
Couldn't keep them in check. Ariel, I'm way out of your league.
For you.
How precious is a friend?
Oh my god. I can't tell.
You're on fire, lad. I feel the power. I'm more than strong enough to punch your lights out.
Violent fury. Bring us, Noah. Bring her now to charge.
Perfect time.
Go.
Big impact. Summon element. Man, I'm fit to burn. Demon Slayer. Scream. I'm glad we remembered.
We can do better.
Oh my god.
Strength. It's amazing.
I just realized Mighty Beat does AoE. And I think it gives
Nice move. You guys ready for this?
gives air slash an AoE effect.
We can do this.
I can feel it in my bones.
Go. Mighty
Violent flurry.
Hold on tight.
Here and now.
Something so valuable here.
This can't be right. My glorious plan was supposed to be flawless. You call devising an underhanded trap glorious? Suppose you never learned of irony. I guess you also never learned that the quickest way to deal with a surprise trap is to brew your force way out of it. This is inconceivable. How did I, a far more intellectually capable being, at least you meatheads? Let's see what you say about us meatheads after I've been ripping all the limbs off your body, eh? You're that girl from the Antares squad. You're just as no more atrocious than the rumors claimed. If I were you, I'd surrender now while you've still got a limb to surrender with. Just say just no music. Silence. I feel like I should do that one last. Well, I remember this. This was our stealth mission that didn't actually require any stealth. Are you the unit the captain of the guard dispatched? If you're asking that, then you must be. I admire your resolution to fight us all on your own, though to be honest, I thought a sergeant would know far, far better. Wait a minute, I don't intend to fight. You deliberately called us over. Do you think we're stupid enough to believe you're not fighting us after doing that? We can't fight on anymore, I'm telling you. We're all so exhausted, we can barely move. Ow. I knew we should never have done this. Taking over a castle with no supplies was asking for trouble right from the start. So you're saying you surrender? Yeah, but before that, could you get me and my full soldiers some food to eat? I know just how pathetic I look begging you like this, but I'd be nothing without my soldiers. You know how bad of an idea if it was ahead of time. You shouldn't have tried taking over the castle in the first place. But first, the food. We haven't gotten enough to let you eat at all, so someone will need to go get some more. Well, like a job for me. I happen to know someone who can give me exactly what I need to help these guys out. You sure you ain't going to poison them with something dodgy? I am a chef, remember? Just you wait and see. I'll need to head back to the fort canteen first. With their kitchen, I can cook up just about anything these guys need.
We've been spotted.
What? 1 second.
Thanks.
Off you go!
Senna. Story.
Eyes over here!
You're a lifesaver.
Story! Bring a red ball!
Hold it. Pin down.
I think I know why you're the queen! Ha!
I've never heard that interaction before. And I have to follow him back, don't I? Yep. What time is it? It's almost 11. Kinda wanna take my bath at 11. So I'll wrap up this quest and then that'll be it. Hello, Denny boy. I don't know why. That caught me off guard. Ages and ages and ages since Panina see you. So it has been ages, ma'am. Sorry to rush through the conversation, but can I borrow your kitchen? The whole thing. Please to go nuts, Denny boy. You good friend. Panina. Happy to hear it. Help myself to a few of your ingredients as well, then. I'll pay you back later. Condiment that Denny boy always liked to use is found on usual shelf. Go do what need doing now. Alrighty then, let's get cracking with super mustard. So wait, the food's all done. I'm ready to eat now. Let's head back to the castle before it gets cold. Fortifying gold soup. That sounds like the crit soup
Something's
from FF15.
smells exquisite.
Curious to see where the hell this goes. Here's your order. I call it fortifying gold soup. My word, it's just an ordinary looking soup, and yet just by the smell alone, I already feel so reinvigorated. It's a special soup which blends spices and natural medicines. You could have just given him like an MRE. Making for a delicious and invigorating meal. The stomach can't digest solids after a long period of starvation, so you'll need to eat this first before you eat anything solid. That's surprisingly kind. I'm shocked that you go this far for us. I also didn't know that. I learned something today. Now that we've surrendered, what do we do? If the Queen, the war with Agnes, everything we knew is fake, then what do we believe in fight for now? Well, I'm no boffin, so I can't really help you out with that one. But if there's one thing I think I can say, it's this. You should first get a tasty meal on your system to cheer yourself up before doing anything. That way you'll fill your belly, your mood will improve, and the good ideas will start coming to mind, I'm sure. You really aren't a boffin. I don't... That doesn't sound correct. I think it should just be you. But it's not what you say, but how you say it that counts. Looking back, me and my soldiers could have done with dwelling a little less on things past, I think. Once my soldiers have finished eating your soup, we'll be heading back to the captain of the guard. Of course, it won't be to beg for her forgiveness, but to seriously consider what her future will look like. Nice one. I bet the captain of the guard will be thinking about the same thing too. Also, once we get the chance again, we'd absolutely love to have some more of your tasty cooking. You better believe I'll cook you up a storm. There won't be any wanting bellies by the time you're all done eating. Oh, what the spark? That's not fair. Why does Brand always de-escalate everything? There's more ways to fight than besting an opponent in battle, and Brandon won, did he not? Gotta say, I'm glad things didn't escalate for once. I was gonna say, like, we didn't have to do a boss fight. I'm shocked. This shit always ends in a boss fight. I like how we always have to approach this room from the sewer. Also, I'm not really using Mighty Beat anymore. Let me go back to
Aerial slash!
that for now. Are you the reinforcements? Yes, the captain of the guard requested that we come. We'll be taking over now. I see. I hope you'll understand if we withdraw for now. And the guy you're about to meet, well, he doesn't go easy on us just because we're Kavesi. You should be careful too. That dude on the left looked like a Rogadin. So does this dude. Overfist Balroy. If I ain't gone completely loony, I think I see a very warm and familiar face. Figured you'd be involved somehow, Balroy. Hey, these two know each other or something? Oh, they can't seem to get rid of each other, though I'll be honest, it's more of a one-sided thing. But I've gotta say, you're really not the luckiest snuffer, are you? Must have been begged to come here by that pathetic coward of a guard captain, tears pouring down her eyes and all. Enough of all that, why don't you join my squad? I'd love nothing more than to kill some snuffers with you again. You seem to be salivating at the thought of it. Of course I am. Kill or be killed. That's what it's all about for us soldiers. Queen being a fake peace with Agnes? Don't care about any of that. There was another quest that involved Agnians in this exact scenario. You could be Kavesi, Agnian, whoever. Don't matter to me. All that matters to me is killing. Shura! You get it, don't you, Zor? Why you ain't in the guard no more, eh? Don't you? You appall me. I'm sorry, what'd you say there? Couldn't hear you too well, old chum. I have nothing more to say to a blustering piece of scum like you. Blustering, you say? What's that supposed to mean? I said I have nothing more to say to you, scum. Let's get on with it already. Oh, just what I wanted to hear. Well, let's get down to business then. Once I have your head, I'll do the honor of returning it to your precious captain in the guard. Aren't you a charmer? Let's just see you try and take my head, shall we? I don't know why that sentence was so hard for me to read.
You're a lifesaver.
Oh, robot.
Power of a queen.
Target the healer, please, thank you.
Keep it up, Neil. You can try it. You might want us to wreck you before we grind you into dust. Ground beat. The heat is on. Keep it up, Neil. Crimson. Love. The heat is on.
Once again, I can't tell who we're targeting.
Keep it up, Neil. Nice move, Kyle. Time to win the big dog.
Oh, we didn't have to kill the other one. It's gotten into you, Balroy. Your overfists are shaking like mad. Perhaps you're remembering that time I almost beat you to death and now fear is overtaking you. What was that? Are you saying I'm scared? Are you saying me, Overfist Balroy, is scared of you? Like snuff I am. You don't half love to waffle on. Wait, what? You don't half love to waffle on, do you? I don't know what that means. You're a dead man, Zora. You're a dead man. Anger noises. Oh. I guess you're fighting again. Ah, this time I think we have to kill everyone.
Cheers, you're the best.
I can't break these guys for some reason.
Oh, a welcome find.
Snuff it all. He still ain't nothing but a snuff spark, Zor. And you're nothing but instinct, Belroy. Takes a whole lot more than that to beat me. Kick him in the chin. Oh, come off it. We're one and the same. We both know that much. You're but a slave to the thrill of the fight. You can't even begin to comprehend why it is that people actually fight. We fight to better ourselves into something more till we can give no more, no matter how futile we think it may be. Aren't you gonna finish me off? That's for her to decide, not me. Though it's not like I give an honorable death to a fool like you anyhow. We're done here, let's move. Sure, but are you just gonna leave him like that? Leave him as he is. A miserable wretch like that is of no interest to me. Okay, bye. Anger noises. He's so angry. Do I have a closer teleport to that? I think this connects. Yeah. The origin tornado in the distance. That's everything dealt with, Captain. Yeah, we just got done putting the surrenderers into custody. You've gone soft. Kill off a turncoat. You kill off any little worries about them doing it again. Peace of mind. I'm captain of the guard here. I get to decide what becomes of me. So the weak and decisive soldier speaks like she's all grown up now. I've had to endure more than my fair share of tough situations, you know, ever since you left all that time ago. Good. You keep on maturing and growing. You wouldn't want your subordinates to make a mockery of me now, would you? My job here is done. I'll be returning to Colony 11. Hold up, Zoran. Come back to the guard. We need you. We need your like more now than ever. And besides, by rights, you should be captain of the guard. Just as I was starting to think you had matured a little, it turns out you're still the same person I remember from long ago. However, that should mean you already know what my answer is going to be. Isn't that right, Sig? The next theater of operations you have for me better be of something with a bit of bite to it, okay? Challenge that I can throw everything I have and more into. You got that? And then it just ends, alright.
I see some relations have changed.
Yep. This 5-star castle.
Looks like colony relations have
Oh,
changed.
never mind. That's 5-star colony 11. I thought that was a castle quest. Now we're getting there. Like everyone is still pissed at the castle. I haven't fixed that yet. What's his name? Oh, is that him? Yeah, there he is. Get the other half of this. Did some pretty weird things about an ether mine near the castle. Saying one of the soldiers is skimming off resources to reignite the war with Agnes. I don't think there's a lick of truth in it personally. I know the guy in charge over there, Gustav. We trained together back in the day. He's the most straight-laced fellow you ever met. I can't imagine him ever going against castle orders.
I'll come with you, and we will build the future.
Let's make the most of our break, guys. I think we need to discuss this.
Oh, that's a nice face.
All right, everyone. Time to head out.
He was enjoying something there.
It's good to keep a record. It's good to keep a record.
I hadn't saved since the start of the stream. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for me. But yeah, I don't think I'll do another Xenoblade 3 stream until all the DLCs are out. And then I'll pick them all up and we'll just hop into them. But I just wanted to do a Superboss stream. And yeah, that's it for now. So I will see you probably tomorrow for something else. I have another thing that I wanted to do. And we'll see where we go from there. So have a good night and stay fresh.